it's Chet from Tag Along with Chet. I guess as some of you people probably know, I do a bit of driving. After I retired from the airlines, I took up a bit of bus driving, so I do some tour bus driving. However, today is something a little bit different. Today I'm taking a gentleman who's 85 years old and his vehicle from his town in Alberta to a small little town up in Vancouver Island. So we traveled yesterday, and tonight we overnighted in Kamloops, British Columbia. I got into Kamloops yesterday and it was like about 37, 38 degrees centigrade, so it was mighty warm. Today it's now getting on to about 7:30ish in the morning, Kelowna time, or Kamloops time, and we'll be traveling down the Coquihalla Highway. We'll be traveling from Tsawwassen on the ferry that's on the BC ferries up to Nanaimo. Duke's Point is the terminal, and then north from there up to the small town where I'll be taking this gentleman and his vehicle. So just a leisurely trip via Kamloops, and it's in the summer, so it's a nice trip, and then I'll be flying back to Calgary probably in a few days. Anyway, just hang around with us, and we'll show you hopefully some of the sites that we come across, specifically the ferry crossing. On the Coquihalla Highway, and we're probably around 7,000 feet above sea level here. And this is where you have the sudden weather changes. Fortunately today it's in July and the weather is nice and warm. We just had a stopover at the Merritt. Got a coffee for the trip. So we got another couple hours to go before we get to the lower mainland in BC. And as you can see, it's a pretty winding road out here. We just came down into the valley into Merritt where we got the coffee. And out here, as you're heading your way down to Hope, it's pretty windy. Of all things, this road speed limit has been increased now. It's up to 120 kilometers you can drive on this road, which in my mind is just insanity, because right now I'm doing about 109 and 110, and that's fast enough for me. But yeah, it's just I believe it was this year when they increased it to 120. And they've taken the tolls off of here as of about a year or 2 years ago. So no more tolls. I guess the highway's paid for. As you can see in the distance over there, over the edge out there, that's the valley. And that's where the valley, the old highway runs. So you can see why this is called the road. It's either from hell or to hell. I can't remember in the winter, because once it starts snowing, this road becomes pretty treacherous. Just a little bit more of the highway here. As you can still see, it's kind of curvy. And to clip along here at 120 clicks isn't my idea of fun. And when you have an accident out here, it's a pretty good one. And today being Sunday, it's actually not too busy. Snow shed. Jesus, Murphy, I can't believe that you can go 120 here. This is just crazy. Mountain Road, expect sudden weather changes, except today. And we were just talking about bicyclers. We saw a bunch of bicyclers back there. Now, can you imagine cars coming by you at 120 clicks out here, and you being on the side of the road on a bicycle? I don't know whether it's even legal on this road anymore, but if it is, they ought to ban it. So, the Tsawwassen Ferry Terminal. So we got to wait till 3:15. So they'll be loading probably, what, 15 minutes prior to that? Ooh. A little bit to eat. A little bit of ice cream there, Ralph. That's nice. Wow. Soup, wraps, and salad. That's where you enter. That's the each individual booth has a destination on it, and you just whip in there, give them your Visa card, and bang, you got your ticket. It goes very fast, and then they give you a laneway to go into, and they'll tell you whether there's a sailing wait or not. And we're in this in laneway number 28, which is the long laneway that you can see that goes all the way up to the ferry terminal, which is down the end out there. And we're just waiting for our boat to come in. It'll be here in a couple hours. Yeah, we had one sailing wait. One left at 1:30, I think it was, and the next one leaves at 3:15. So basically that's what it is. We just had a little bite to eat in one of the mini cafeterias out that they have available out here. Lots of washrooms. That area over there, that is the big control tower that controls everything. I'm not quite sure from what to what, but takes care of all the incidentals that might take place here on the parking lot. You know, cars that are left unattended when they should be moving, etc. And way in the distance out there, you'll see the coal port, and it now also has the container service. That's sort of in addition to what they have at Vancouver Harbor, but that is now the both containers and the coal port. You can see the piles of coal in the background out there, and some of the ships that are lined out. There's about 2 or 3 of them out there, and they're getting loaded with coal. I believe that most of that coal goes out to China, if I'm not mistaken. And we should be moving very shortly, boarding the 3:15 ferry for Duke's Point, just around the Nanaimo area. So just hang tough, and we'll show you the whole boarding end of it. Arrived. Okay, we're pulling out of the dock. And you can see all the other docks in here. They're empty right now, but there's still a couple right beside us here. 1, 2, 3. Out in the distance, that's Tawasin, and just where those posts are, that is the U.S. and that is Point Roberts.